was supposed to get top 8 for my first time, which was the 3rd event in 2007, okay, one of the teams overslept and jacked up the whole bracket because they were drinking too much the night before, right?
Terrible.
They jacked up my whole bracket. Okay, I could have played Jeps Overdose for top 8. Next thing you know, I had to play Infinity.
Right.
That's the type of unlucky stuff I had to go through.
But they got loose off the juice, man. They couldn't help it,
bro.
But hey,
then next thing you know, wow, Blaze, we never made top 8 before, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Listen, man, you found a way out the desert. You're up here at Fight Night. You did your thing. Listen, Blaze is annoyed right now. We're going to kick things off. Oceanic against FireNice here for the Latin American 2K Finals. Let's see what happens off of initial. We have gunfire in play. A huge 1v1. Toydez was taking out Visu. Here we go, healing up. After that victorious win, he finds himself in another 1v1. Full red, lands the shot, takes out Aten. So, 2 players down by the hands of that one guy. Lyrics with the Lancer out. He is offering support fire for his teammates. They're going to slow things down a little bit. The initial was a bit underwhelming, but you know, these teams, they are filling themselves out, but they are here for a reason. So with FireNice against Oceanic, let's see who gets more map control first.
You know, I am such a fan of clean gamer tags. It's just, you know, I feel like it's so important. Unless you got like a clever, you know, original gamer tag, like Immortal, let them slide on that. I let them slide on that one, all right?
Well, Visu, I was going to say his name and I got scared for a second.
Then I saw BGXD, you know?
What do we call him?
And then I'm just going to call him BG because I read that XD as a smiley face just because it's like, oh, I'm BG smiley face 88. I'm 29 years old.
All right, domination was denied. Visu, 2 kills still. It hasn't seen much action yet. We're going to look at a FireNice push for this middle hill. Lancer fires coming their way. Visu, 2 more teammates, and here we go. Big team push coming in from FireNice. Gunfire flying. Toydez takes out Roche, and here we are. Yes, Anthrax, he was taken out as well. And weaving and diving through the smoke. We have 2 separate 1v1s. Full red, Visu tries to run away, and he gets down. Yeah,
he's going to get caught out there by Choche. And so now you're going to see this neutral hill getting capped up by FireNice. They pushed through the defenses. Of Oceanic, and they broke them, and they got this neutral hill. Also, this is still early on, 10-second respawn round, so teams like to usually play this one a little bit slow, and this is a close game as well. Choche backing up, waiting for reinforcements as well. This is about to turn into a 3v3 fight for control over this B hill veil. Starting to break out as well, but you see the pinch from middle. Visu looking for angles as well. This is a prime opportunity where for these guys to actually overextend and take the home hill.
They can.
If they want to. They could have gave this one up and took the home hill, but I didn't feel like FireNice had a good enough setup on that B hill though.
Right. Here we are, Choche, full red, gets down. Oh, he has 9 lives. A swarm member looked over him and dived away as Choche runs to break the C hill. This man, probably the luckiest player I've seen so far tonight. He gets pushed in 1v1, he lands a strong shot, but he was unable to come out with the win against BG. As BG gets down, he's awaiting a revive, but he taps up in time. Toydez in a 1v1, he finds himself now in a 1v2. He circulates around the truck to find himself in a 1v3. The man has no luck at all. He's finally taken out by Immortal.
All right, as you see, he goes down, but in the end, by 10, Oceanic gets the first round on the board.
I feel bad for Toydez, man. He was trying to stay alive for so damn long, and every time he looped around the truck, he found another player on the opposite team in front of him.
I'm curious to see what we're going to see for this weapon placement, though. Let's see.
So we're looking at Latin American teams. We know that they like to, you know, bring the heat when it comes to these things. So, ooh, incendiary.
Which I wouldn't be mad at.
There we go. Bring the heat. Like I said, Choche, drop it. FireNice. Here we go. FireNice. I've been watching them play. I saw them play in Vegas. They're a team. They definitely have a lot of gun skill. Even though they lost Crystallize and other vital members of the team, they're still high level in this region. Yep. So as you look at the overlay, we're gonna look at pretty much almost the same setup with a lot more attention going towards platform where the incendiary nades lay.
All right, Incends on platform. You're gonna start to see a pinch from 2 different sides of the platform to try to get to him. Not picked up just yet, but you can see a cross is in play. You see that player, Toydez, on the other side of that wall. That's kind of what we were explaining in that first showcase match, that if you do put weapons there, to outplay your opponents for them. You have a lot of angles in which you can use and a lot of cheeky strategies if you want that you can come up with. If you want to bait them out with weapons on that platform early on, and probably steal away a few early rounds if you can, if you do it correctly. But the setup, you got 3 members of FireNice up top, set up on this B hill. Smokes come out and pushes start. You're gonna see 3 players rotate in, 1 player taking damage, backing up.
I don't like this.
Gets 1.
I don't like this. You saw Russia, he ran in by himself. He thought he had his 2 teammates behind him, but you know, Vitsu, he stalled for a
little hesitation, right?
Yeah. And it's you know, the teammate right next to him, he hesitated as well. Even though they are capping this hill, it could have been a way more successful cap, but now they're risking in a huge team fight. And Drex, all is FireNice players getting down left and right. 3 players down for FireNice. It is up to Oceanic to definitely capitalize on this as they're making a team push towards Hill C.
All right. So to get that one, you see the defense. It's a 2v4.
Okay.
And you're going to see Choche, Lyrics, they go down. Anthrax comes through. Audience has to double back to get to the hill as well. They both pick up kills and save their home. Now it's going to be Nexus looking to just run away. Try to put himself somewhere in that B hill to be annoying. He cuts back. But I don't agree with the cutback. He tried to catch one on guard, thinking that they were going to.
He tried to be pretty. He tried to be pretty for the stream.
He should have just ran circles around that neutral hill and just told his teammates, "Hey, get to me as soon as possible. I'm gonna do my best to stay alive."
Exactly. Everybody counts. So now with FireNice with the 2-1 hill advantage score, 120 to 138, they are down to points, but those points will double up pretty soon as they will look to catch up to Oceanic. So we're going to see a team fight. It's Oceanic wants to uncap B hill and cap it for themselves. They push out FireNice with 2 players down with Lyrics and Audience. They're going to be on the offensive.
VG takes his head off the other side of that sandbag. And so you see the 2 cap, you see the score. Oceanic has a good lead. They don't have to play for the 3. If they get 2 down, they can be aggressive for it. There's nothing wrong with being aggressive for it. Just make sure that your other hills are watched as well. You just take the fight to your opponent's home hill. You decap that hill. At that point, all morale is off the table for your opponents. And yeah, they find Lyrics. They was looking for the rest of the guys that were still alive, but this is the Oceanic round. There's not much that FireNice can do about that one.
So as I'm looking at FireNice, I see they're extremely passive. I don't see enough aggressiveness to match what Oceanic is doing. If you're not going to be aggressive and go toe-to-toe with this team, you know, pull out that Lancer and pistol and even it out. You want to stop their pushes.
Or this is where you put boom shot down in pit.
Right. How have they been doing off of initial? Because Oceanic has been, they've been, you know, dogging out with their shotguns.
Yeah, no, they have been dogging out with their shotguns. They've been doing
boom shot in pit.
We do see the boom shot in pit. So
your eyes were closed. How do you call it every single time?
I was fixing my contacts. Don't put me on blast.
All right, boom shot down. I mean, it's pretty much what we expected from these 2 international teams. These guys, they like to go for the big play early, and with that, we see boom shot and the incense down the platform and pit.
All right, so smokes go out, and now BG, he pushes up, he gets aggressive, he's looking for that over-the-cover shot, the classic Gears of War 1 battles. He chooses for the up A, he gets the double down with the boom shot, escapes with his team, and they able to at least get 1 boom shot back to base. They get 2 kills for it, but those boom shots will just even the odds, but it still keeps Oceanic with a man advantage, and so they're just gonna go off and cap that B hill.
With B hill being the first hill, cap score is 0-0, but we're going to see an advantage for Oceanic as the pumping station falls to them. A hill now being capped for FireNice, so things are going to slow down now. What both teams need to do, they need to gather intel and look for a place to attack. Lyrics with the shotgun chunk against BG puts FireNice up to an advantage, 5-4.
And so FireNice, they get in, they force some players back as well. And they, all members of Oceanic saying, hey, we can't hold this one. We just need to go. As they run away, Rochair was able to catch Alton slacking off. And he gets a kill, and he gives his teammates a nice little safe spot to push into for them to try to get position over this neutral hill. But as all of this is happening, the boom shot is going to be spawning up soon. So you have to be careful with how many attempts you take at this, because you got to ask yourself long-term goals, right? What's more important? So FireNice, even though they lost that fight, no player should be even going in a direction of the B hill because it's what's most important is you setting up a new boom. Just make sure your opponents don't dominate you.
And you can't lose a player in a 2v1, even though he was taking out a good job to FireNice. They're going to have to, you know, regroup and find their feet because they are down 0-2 with a point disadvantage. B hill now capped to give themselves 2 hills over 1 with Choche, the only player here near the boom shot. He is in a prime position to set up for his team to get the boom.
Yes, he is. And so here we go. Ooh, taking some shots, and Choche, he's gonna get aggressive. He got 4 members in his sights. That's good intel for his team. They don't know where the 5th is. He's got that 5th member pressed up against that platform, but the intel is there, and the boom shots is gonna be in the hand of FireNice. He does that one, but still, that's the beauty about the boom shot in the second half. So everybody was like, oh my God, boom shot, we need to focus on this. But then you get Mr. Krabs right under your nose, right?
Yeah.
The domination comes through because you're so focused on the boom, and that's what you got to be cognizant of early on because there's no hills down there like the second half. So if you commit too many of your resources, then you see those 3 hills at the top and a boom shot down low, those 3 hills get capped without you knowing because you got 4 or 5 players fighting for the boom shot.
Right. All right, so we're going to most likely see another secondary weapon put down, which was a hammer burst. One thing I got to give it to, these international teams, they're great when it comes to these weapons. Back in Season 1, when you saw Explosive with the Retro Lancer, he was phenomenal at it. When you compare that to the Marksa and hammer burst and the Incense to these Latin American teams, these guys are absolute monsters with it. So we're going to see a heavy 4v4 push over at boom shot, 1 player on each team, both going around the map for a possible flank. Ains kills Visu. Choche picks up Incense, 2 down for FireNice, 1 down for Oceanic. Things are slowing down with the boom shot. Is it in somebody's hands right now? No. No. Yeah, Toydes from FireNice has the boom shot. So the question is, what is he gonna do with it? With 2 down on Oceanic, this is their move to go ahead and make a push, to go ahead and gain map control.
All right, so B hill getting capped up by FireNice. 2 hill advantage, the first points on the board. Here we go. All right, they're gonna trade off this boom shot.
Sharing is caring, I love it.
All right, I'm with it. So Lyric is gonna be holding on to this boom, so 2 cap advantage. Now, if I'm FireNice and I'm holding down this 2 cap, I'm gonna hold it as long as possible. I may rotate early enough where I can pick up another boom, or just use these boom shots and push as soon as possible. Oceanic made the smart play, and they overextended. They're in position to take FireNice's home hill because they know where these players are. We see shotgun fights going down in that spine. Boom shot's trying to debate which way is he going to go. He's going to choose just a double back to help his boys out. Alden calls out, I don't need no help.
Double kill, baby.
And now boom shot is in a position to just lock down a B hill and get the kill. So FireNice, they took their time and they made the proper transitions, and they're going to get 2 rounds in a row.
2-2 FireNice ties it up with 2 straight rounds. I know the boys back home are smiling. That was a great push for a win to even things out. I'm pretty sure that this game can go down to the wire. We're looking at 2 even teams in terms of skill and just knowledge of the game. These guys have been around for years, and they know the ins and outs of Gears of War. So as we take a look at the stats, the only player on FireNice with double-digit kills is with 11. On the other hand, for Oceanic, you have 3 players with over 10 kills. So as things get started, we're going to see another 4-player push towards pit. 1 player on each team going towards the middle of the map as well. Whether they're pulling a flank or each other's home hill, who knows. But to kick things off with the first blood, Audens takes out BG next, dies shortly after. Boom shot picked up by Toydes, but he uses it to get a team kill on a teammate. Wow, he redeems himself by getting a kill on VC.
All right, that's 4 down. That's 4 down. This is an 18-second plus respawn round. We got time to hump. Do we got time to cap a hill? That's what I'm curious about. I want to see a trip cap right now then. So we got time to hump. I want to see, we got time to get this trip cap, right? Let's see. Let's see. Or let's see if Oceanic comes back and beats FireNice in this round. Because you have 4 down.
Leave it on the humps.
No trip cap yet, Vale. Look, they're getting pushed back. Players getting down.
Right.
All right.
Okay, Oz.
All right, he gets 2.
Oz says I have time to hump. All right, with the double kill from Oz, Immortal and BG taking out Lyrics, die shortly after. But Domination is coming through as We get a double kill on FireNice's end. 4 players down for Oceanic. Right. Looking unreal.
They better.
As FireNice wins 3 straight.
They better. There you go. All right.
You don't have time to toy around when it comes to stuff like this. You need to get those pro points, man.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Also, but like what I didn't want to see, when I see 4 down in my head, my next move, even as a caster, is all right. Who's playing for the dime?
Yeah.
Are players going to their right positions? Because I'm just ready to call somebody out. And it's an 18-second plus respawn round, and you on down.
4 down. You're playing to win right
The only reason why I even kind of like let it slide a little bit is just because that B hill is so far away, right?
Yeah.
And they might have not had players in that area to kind of play for it. But technically, your home hill player, after he caps that up, he should be going to B in a sense, you know? Yeah. He should be playing mid-map where he's in a position to get to B as soon as possible. So if your team wins the 4v4 team fight down for boom shot, then all those remaining players can just go over and cap the home hill of your opponent.
We have 2 players on FireNice who are in a boom shot. 2 players on their team also go down, so they're in the 3v5, 3v4 scenario. Incendiaries goes out, kills Toydez, kills Immortal. Boom shot picked up by BG. Can he use these boom shots wisely? With 1 down, he backpacks it, and he sees Oceanic in the 3v1 scenario in FireNice's spawn. Lyric unable to stay alive and draw out the round. So we're looking at a questionable boom shot. There we go. He redeems himself. So we're going to look at a scenario where Oceanic, they had everything that they needed to go ahead and push to cover that C hill, but they were unable to do so.
Yeah, he was up there by his lonesome.
He had 2 teammates with him, and they fell down. Okay. Yeah.
They just got cooked.
Pretty much.
Oh man, they call him El Pastor. Yeah, man, just thinking about El Pastor.
The sound of it just makes this fat guy just proud.
They actually put that with pineapple.
When I saw the pineapple,
like,
I questioned it.
They got the audacity to put pineapples in there. Like,
but it was perfect.
And serve it with a spicy sauce.
I have a confession.
Yeah.
I like pineapples on pizza.
Disgusting. You know what? It's okay. I like weird people like you.
All right. All right, here we go. 4, 5 down for Oceanic.
3 players alive, too.
Yeah.
You got 3 players alive.
Yes.
Oh, what is? Oh, his teammate had it.
Okay.
He recognized. He said, "Okay, you got it. You got it, my bad." Okay, he reckoned. All right, I'm with it.
Beautiful.
Good round. There you go. They kept
fire and ice. 4 rounds straight.
There you
go. If you take a look on his back, what do you see? The FireNice Lancer. Guys, if you like these teams that you've been watching on Fight Night, whether it's, you know, E United, Ghost Gaming, or FireNice, make sure you support these teams. Give them a Lancer, man. We want to show these orgs that we definitely appreciate their stay here in Gears of War.
Well, wait, there's more. If you purchase a FireNice Lancer skin, it may qualify you for the next Take the Cake.
Ooh, I could plug it in.
What?
Okay, there we go. Hey.
I did it for you. Don't worry about
Thank
it.
you.
Okay?
I thought I'd get in trouble.
Nah, they can yell at me.
But
okay,
yeah, heads up, guys that don't know. If you follow me on Twitter on FireNice, they actually donate thousands of dollars to the community, and you know they throw these amazing 1v1, 2v2 tournaments. So you never know. If you have the FireNice Lancer, you might have a free, you know, admission to these events. So, off of initial, FireNice starting strong after winning 4 straight. 4 members of Oceanic was taken down. This team, they flipped the switch and they found what works for them. So, with Lancer Fire coming from Anthrax, there's a 2v2 in the F Hill. Immortal, last one standing in that fight. Oceanic, they live to see another round.
And you see, these guys really got to just...
or the rest of the round.
Oceanic needs to show me their composure in a sense, right? I want to see their composure when things get tough. Like, hey, you know what? We lost this. Let's come back. Because now, like, when I see fights like that...
See, that's pointless.
Yeah,
that makes me mad.
Well, no, when I see fights like that, it shows... For me, it shows the confidence of FireNice, right?
Yeah.
It showed that, at this point, they recognize that, hey, you know what? These guys are a joke. That's kind of what the vibe that I got. It's like, hey, we're running away with this one.
He stopped in front of them.
He lined that shot up.
Whose man's is this?
I don't know.
All right, BG gets the kill, but he needs to go ahead and help his hill from being capped from Toydez. Hits him the full red shot, but he gets taken out by another member from Oceanic. So, Oceanic, they start off hot in this series so far, but they've since then slowed down. BG pushing a 2v1, gets the 1 shot on Anthrax, and he backs away and saves his life.
All right, here we go. Now
he played that really smart.
He did play really smart. That is true. All right, so BG locking down the neutral hill. You see the points where Oceanic, they're down by at least 50 or so. And so FireNice, they're trying to break through. They're trying to get control over the neutral. Toy gets in. Him and Lyrics working together to get control over the E-hill. He's going to line up this shot, but he's going to back out and let his teammate push up and try to clean up that next kill.
Here we go. We're going to see a 3v3 fight right here with Lancers flying. We have Visu and Drax. Now 4 members from Oceanic pushing over here where the boom shot usually spawns. Yes, here we go. 3v1 and, excuse me, Audience was taken down. BG was taken out by Lyrics. And this man somehow is going to run away with this life for red. He has no time to run, but he stops and gets the kill on Nexus. Can he finish? No. He was unable to get the double kill. Immortal wins that. But if you take a look at the score, we have 196 to 135 in favor of FireNice as they're looking to pull in their 5th straight round.
Woo. FireNice at this point,
they kicked it up.
They've got the confidence, man. They got the confidence.
I'm going to call them ice and fire. They started off so cold, and
now they heating up, right?
These boys are hot.
I like that. I like they call them ice and fire.
Ice and fire. There you go.
You know, hopefully they don't go from fire to ice, though.
I hope
because it still can happen.
But look at Audience. 22 kills so far in 7 rounds. This guy is winning fights. He's extending rounds. When Oceanic pushes him, you know, they stall a little bit. This guy is really making a statement here on Dam.
Ooh, so, you know, so from there, Rocher said him and his team made a team decision and said, hey, you know what? We're tired of fighting into this pit, right?
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Oh, he blocked it.
Yeah, whatever reason, they don't like it. This is not going in their favor, or it's either that or they don't want this to spiral out of control, right?
Yeah.
They feel like, oh man, it's gonna spiral out of control if we lose in these fights and this boom is there as well. Now it depends on how you look at it, because for me, I say, oh man, let's make this easy on ourselves and let's group these guys up, right?
Yeah. That's
how I think about it. So you got to ask what's easy for your team and what's hard for your team, right? Well, all about that perception is also showing that, hey, it didn't matter. Well, actually, my fault. I take that back. It is showing that it did matter, and they managed to get through and they got the domination in this round.
Did anybody die on Oceanic that round? I don't think I saw anybody die.
But also, if they could have won that same fight and got a boom shot for it. So that's the way I look at it too.
But it's probably a mental thing. I don't know. But Oceanic, I mean, they killed 4 people off the bat. No players died and got the easy domination. So FireNice's 5-round streak has been snapped. Oceanic back on the board. Score 3-5 in favor of FireNice. Ooh, okay. So there's... Right.
Well, no, they put an overkill up there.
Okay.
You know, I'm like, let me see some overkill action. Let me see. I ain't seen an overkill on Fight Night in so long.
I've never seen overkill in the competitive game.
Yeah.
Personally.
We're gonna see, but let's see what Rocher can do.
You're gonna learn today. All right.
He's gonna be locking down his home hill, so we know there's no power weapons off on the other end. And now Rocher, he's gonna support his teammates. We're taking a look at a different position of the map. We always lock in with the front spawns, but let's take a look at the transition from the home hill player. He gets to the spot to help his teammate. Oh, he had to be aggressive. He gets one. Oh, he was super weak. He had to preemptively shoot that one and even have a chance in that fight.
He has to win this. He has to win this. Oh, the last player from Oceanic actually wins a huge 1v1 to stay alive as BG respawns along with Immortal and Rocher. Now, with all 5 players live for Oceanic, now things are going to reset a little bit. FireNice, they had the advantage. 2v1, and that crucial 1v1 slowed things down. If they were able to stay alive long enough, or just, you know, won that shotgun fight, things would have been different.
All right, Lyrics taking a lot of damage, but he's going to just slowly, he's going to back out of this one. So Oceanic, they lost 5 rounds in a row in the previous round. They finally got another one on the board, so we'll see. It's looking like in their gameplay that they're starting to kind of hit these shots and stay in this one. And here's that overkill that I wanted to see.
I just saw flashes.
He's got 2 shotguns in his pocket, but it don't even matter how many shotguns you bring to the fight. Anthrax takes him out. Domination possibly coming through? No, Nexus. He gets the fight that needed to be fought, and he takes down BG to secure his home hill.
Here we go. Nexus now moving up towards the E hill, going at it 1 hill at a time with the score at 108 to 97. They're definitely looking to remain in the lead by capping another hill to solidify that, because with 2 hills capped for FireNice,
they will shortly come up and threaten the likes of Oceanic to win 6 out of, what, 7 games?
Yeah.
So that's actually pretty impressive. So FireNice, you know, they've slowed down recently. I don't know if we cursed him or not, but
I don't know.
Now
I don't know if we did curse him. Choche's trying to stay alive. He's going to be sought out. He knows that this guy's looking for him. They're all looking for him. He's just looking for the perfect route. Can't find one. The players go down. Oceanic, they get 2 on the board, and they're 1 round away from tying this one up.
We got a game, boys.
They went from ice to fire. Now they're going from fire to ice. Yeah.
There we go. Choche, one of the first superstars in Gears of War, Latin America. I want to see some leadership from him. I want to see him step up and tell his boys, you know, listen, okay, we lost the last 2, but this is what needs to happen to change. So we're looking at the next weapon drop, which is looking like incense at the moment. Blaze. So I'm going to be honest. I never shot the overkill. So
never.
So what makes that gun so special?
It comes down in close range based off the spread, right? You have to be really close to really get the full effectiveness of it. Actually, I take that back.
Does it shoot fast?
It's close to mid-range. Close to mid-range. As you're pulling that R trigger very, very quickly, every time you touch the trigger and you let go of it, 2 shots are going to fire off.
No.
All right? So it's going to be, I believe, it's about 8 in that clip. So close range, you can just let it spray and get a bunch of different chunks. You can chunk multiple people at once. But even at mid-range, if you shoot it once and you hold it, it's going to tighten up that reticle, and then at that point it can become more of like a mid-range weapon.
Jeez.
So very effective in the right hands. I feel like I've teamed with the best player in the game with it.
I thought we were going to see it, but Anthrax shut that down really fast with the double kill now as FireNice are going for the triple cap, and yes, 6-4 match point from taking the first map.
Yes, it is. So all right, FireNice to get some match point. And that's where you want. That's where you want to be, especially when you hit that 5. You get match point, and then the pressure is just on your opponents to perform.
Yeah.
No mistakes can happen, and we've seen before a lot of teams that when they are faced with deficits. Now, a 6-4 isn't too big of a deficit, but
no.
Teams when they're faced with deficits, we start to see them slowly crumble.
It's winnable. It lets us know who you really are. If you can come back from 6-4, your mental, you know, fortitude is strong. You're able to come back from anything. But also on the other end, if you pull a lead and you're up, you know, 6-4,
yeah,
that's questionable, man. I'm gonna wonder what goes on in the minds of you and your players.
All right, here we go. Let's see. So they get on top of this platform. Incense is still there, but you see how these players are watching it through the gate. They said, I double dog dare you to go for this. But with them getting down on one guy, oh, he can get this. Oh, okay. I was going to say he can go for the double instant, but he just chose to, hey, let me get my pistol out. Let me help these guys. So Lyrics, he goes for the overextension. He says, hey, my team's losing a home hill. I just need to decap this one and just force players back. Let me see how many players I can force back to the other end of the map to make it easier on my teammates. But with the respawn timers being as high as they were and the players dying in quick succession, Oceanic still managed to come out and get the domination in that round.
I say this is an extremely even matchup, probably the most even matchup we've seen all night, with these teams now up 6-5 in favor of FireNice. When you're looking at Oceanic, they're definitely clawing back, but they have the potential to make it against FireNice. So this next weapon drop is going to be extremely crucial. They're looking to drop the shock nades. The shock nades, they're really good, especially when it comes to protecting hills and cutting off lanes. They slow down the opposition just a little bit.
Yeah, and this is one that you want to kind of use in your home hill. So the beauty about the shock grenade, right, is that you can get this one, tag it on your home. Actually, you know what? I was going to say tag it on your home hill and kind of go off into that fight. Your team gets wiped. You got the shock grenade there to kind of hold off the push, but you got to be kind of smart on where you place it, because even if I'm about to dominate someone, you got a shock, I don't care. I'm going to go down and still cap the hill. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a lethal. So I'm still going to go down and end up capping that hill.
Here we go. Oceanic firing on all cylinders right now as 3 FireNice members spotted them in Immortal, finally taking out by Lyrics. So Choche staying alive as pistol fire comes his way. Swarm domination coming through. Choche, he has to go ahead and hit the hill. Can he get it in time? Yes! Yes, he was able to get it the very last second, but domination coming through
the home hill.
More.
Other home hill.
Oh, here it goes. Shot grenade in play. Toydes unable to stop the trip cap from coming through. So ladies and gentlemen, here we are. 6-6 for the bread. FireNice and Oceanic.
All right. Over the last 5 rounds, we've seen Oceanic take the 4 of them. So here we go. Going to come down to this. And guess what? FireNice get their boom shot down. So the strategy did work out for Oceanic of not putting that boom down, even though me personally, I felt like it wouldn't have made a difference. But
they were winning off of every initial.
They were winning the initials anyway. They would have just won the initials and gathered a boom.
Yeah.
The initials they didn't win, I believe, is the rounds that FireNice won. So here we go. 6-6 for the bread, round 13. Oceanic versus FireNice.
I'm scared.
Latin American 2K Finals.
Here we go.
Ooh,
Cleaner.
Anthrax. Ooh.
Pointing out top kills on both teams, both almost pushing 30. It is highly possible for both players. So here we go. This is the very last round on Damn Nexus. First to get in the middle hill right now as he's capping it. He whips out the Lancer to offer some team fire, but first kill goes to BG, but BG gets taken out along with Immortal. Choche takes it out next. This huge team fight happening. 3 players down on both teams. Anthrax with the flank, with the shotgun. He's able to take out Visu. Ooh, this is looking like FireNice's round as there is one member between them and Domination.
Yeah, but it's still players coming off respawn. A home hill is going to be feasible. But FireNice, they should get the boom off that pickup, I believe, right? Somebody, it's a boom shot somewhere, I think. We'll take a look at the scoreboard. But Nexus, right? Nexus got on that platform before his opponent.
Yeah.
So I was going to give him a lot of props, right? He got up there, but he started looking towards the B side of the map, right? He started looking over there towards the dam rather than looking at that boom shot, because right there, once you get up on his platform, he had an advantageous spot to support his teammates fighting for the boom as his opponents was getting aggressive. But he took too long to kind of get there. Yeah, I like what you said on don't do it. He got 1 kill, and his teammates was able to get up there and get that cleanup kill, and he saved the boom, and he gets a 3rd. And the last guy alive is there, and they take him down as well. FireNice with the whole team, with the whole team on that hill.
They're letting them know.
They come through and they close it out. Then if all your teammates is on fire, then you got to say, okay, well, how can I make our forwards blitz better, or how can I make our weakest map better? It's a lot of things in which you could do until you even accomplish what Optic did, and it's stuff in which you can work on.
Yes, here we go. Map 2 on Force Blitz. One of my favorite maps because it involves a lot of team fire and teamwork. To me, the best team wins. I mean, it's easy to say, but on this map, it's wide open. So when you have your 2 slayers or players go up to control tower, it's very important that they win. So here we go. We're going to see pretty much a basic strategy. 2 people capping home hills, and they're going to fight over in the incendiary area. And Toydes offering support fire as the 2v2 fight takes place up top.
All right, here we go. Anthrax. He's going to be up there. Can't see his teammate. I think that may be Rocher, but 2 of them is actually, I think he's there with Aldens, and they win that fight together. But down low, Rocher wins his engagement. He backs up to help his teammate out. The 2 of them trying to work together to cap the B hill. They just got 1 member in front of them. Now 2 members clear, come through mid-map to get that rotation in and try to help them out. But both those guys get super aggressive on that one, not being aware of those respawns coming through, because that was a fight in which they should not have pushed.
Yes, BG pushing a 1v1 against Toydes. Toydes gets his first kill with the over-the-cover chunk. Visu also falls to the hand of FireNice. So FireNice with an advantage, 5-3. This is where they have to make a push. They have to make a statement. They have to make sure that Oceanic doesn't stall long enough for their teammates to spawn and set up. So with Lancer fire coming out and smoke grenades flying, we're going to see which team comes out on top.
All right. Now, they're just setting up. This is them setting up a home hill push. And Oceanic, you see the 4 dots, they pushing through. They see his guys hiding inside the incendiary, off to the side of it. They're just trying to clear those guys out so they can go through and set up on a home hill. Now, this is another map in which a home hill setup isn't a bad one. You know, it can work out based off the distance from getting to that home hill, well, the distance from getting to respond to the home hill. That's usually one of the main qualities that makes it a viable setup. Yeah.
It's a long run.
And I think it works better in the first half. The second half is like non-existent. So this is one of those maps where I feel that you could run 3 setups.
Yeah, so on board with Anthrax, he gets surprised by BG, who walks around and gets the chunk. Visu coming off a respawn. That gives Oceanic 5 players to run around the map with against 4 on FireNice. So BG finds himself in another 1v1. Yes, he reigns victorious. Lyrics falls to the hands of him again. This is where things kind of picks up now with BG on the flank with a Lancer. He was able to offer support to his teammates, but he is going to push into a 1v2 situation. He gets chunked by Anthrax. Immortal doing the exact same. Finds himself in a sticky situation. He gets taken out by Toydes. So 2 separate 1v2 scenarios for FireNice as they reign victorious. Roche, he gets a double kill as well. So both teams now filling themselves out. You get double kills left and right, but no team really able to come out on top. This is the most dominant one so far on this map.
There you go. And you see Nexus, he's trying to get some shots off, but with the 2 cap, sorry folks, I can't do quick maths, but I think they should be able to come out on top with a 2 cap, but that 2 cap is quickly going to go away and back in the hands of FireNice, and FireNice should be able to win this round. Yep. Yeah. Unless Visu, that's not the direction you got to go, but then he realizes that, oh my god, I need to go get B-Hill as well. FireNice round number 1. Now I'm curious to see what Oceanic do. I say you prioritize the control room weapon spawn first, but they may even choose to go down low because Rocher is saying, hey, the B-Hill, you know, we want to fight in this round. We want an opening initial on it. Give me nades or something. Give me something to work with, and maybe I can help you guys up top as well, or push across to get the home hill. So they either gonna go, or they can go neutrals. They can hit that. Ooh, retro.
Retro? I haven't seen retros in a while, man.
Dang, retros early on. I think that's sassy. I'm with it. He thought about it. Come on, make big moves, baby.
Be about that life, man.
Make big moves. He's gonna go for the block and
Scare money don't make no money.
And I think that was a scare placement. I don't, you know, I don't feel like a lot of teams favor the weapon spawn in incinerator a lot as well. I would have rather him put an overkill there if he really wanted to. Just because, like, the button in the control room activates the incinerator, so that whole location in which that X is in, you can't go through without dying. But I think he should at least chose the dual spawns, or chose the weapon up top, or chose the weapon at B. You got to make good use of that first choice.
Right, Alton's being extremely aggressive, pushing the 1v1, was turned into a 2v1. He still did not back down. Toydes gets taken out. So now with the 2v1 up top, favorite going to Oceanic. They have to capitalize on this really fast, and he was able to, as Immortal, was able to finish up the 2v2. It reigned successful, but FireNice, they're winning on the front of points as they're going for a triple cap. No, Choche gets a double kill on Immortal and Nexus
and that
to win a 2nd round straight.
Exactly, and I got them that dime. So 2 rounds in a row for FireNice. They're bringing that momentum off map number 1 into this one.
I like it.
And I'm trying to think in my head who picked Forge, and it may have been FireNice. I'm gonna actually find that one out. But hell, between these 2 teams so far, you know, FireNice is showing that, hey, you know, we're gonna pull away with it, but it's too early to tell. You know,
that was FireNice's map pick.
Yeah, it was. Okay, so you guys know how I always say, you know, escalation really starts off like round 3 or 4, right? That's when we really can kind of figure out who's the better team in this one.
I agree.
You know, we saw Oceanic win the first 2 rounds in map number 1 on Dam and lose 5 rounds in a row after that, and ultimately lose the map in the long run. So first 2 rounds are so-so, but now we're really starting to get to the meat and bones.
Let's see, FireNice with the hot hand as they've won 2 rounds straight on this map. Toydes, Anthrax gets the double kill with each other, but Nexus takes out Anthrax. So there we go, FireNice victory as Oceanic. They're looking at 4 players coming off a respawn now. So with 4 players in play for themselves.
That was his teammate.
For a headshot, being patient, gets the body shot. So with this height advantage and a power weapon, FireNice, they are in an ideal situation.
Yeah. So Aldens, he's trying to look over there to help Choche.
Okay.
But he found that guy slipping. And one thing that he did too, even though he probably should have known the guy was up there, he connects with that one. I like, he stays aggressive, tried to get in position for the back A, but when he slid into the wall, he didn't connect with the edge, so he couldn't get the back A off right away. But still 2 kills and locking down control. But also those kills is preventing the Oceanic players from progressing out of spawn. It's forcing them towards the incinerator side of the map. So they're technically, by controlling that control room and all that open space, that dead zone, so to speak. He's funneling them over to the incinerator where his teammates is waiting for him, which is an even more difficult push for these guys.
So look at that main Slayer and power weapon player all as he gets body shots and shotgun kills all around the maps. He has stayed alive for a long time. He's making himself extremely valuable for this FireNice roster as he's trying to pick off another shot at B-Hill. No, he gets caught, surprised by BG, who was hiding around the corner. B-Hill goes to Oceanic. Choche trying to make a move. He's looking around corners.
Why don't he go, man? That's a 1v.
That's could have been a 1v2.
Yeah, that's a 1v. Choche turned around on that one quick. From what I'm seeing, he had plenty of time. Unless he had to stop a push from coming through to his home hill, but they also had control over both home hills, you know?
Yeah.
Second guessed himself.
With a 2-to-1 advantage for Oceanic, it still looks bad as they might have to get the triple cap against FireNice in order to reign victorious on this round. Roche gets the kill on Anthrax, yes, but there's Lancer Fire coming from one opposing member against 2 from Oceanic. Cog Domination coming through. FireNice fighting back.
All right, now on board Visa. So the B-Hill, so he managed to get the next snipe off respawn, so he transitions down low, takes a shot, they see his position. Now they're trying to chase him down. Ooh, he connects with the body. That's what he wants.
These guys are hitting shots.
Now he has the now he's on the offensive. So he needs to be careful with his movement, and he's just trying to land a shot. Like, see, even if he tags him with 1 pellet, that means his opponent isn't getting his health back, and that means he's still being a harasser in this engagement. Still just connecting with it. This guy knows that, hey, you know what, this fight ain't what I thought it was. He's trying to figure out, I'm so weak. Well, who wins it in the long run?
Oh no,
it's Lyrics. You know, we had to kind of steal that one.
Visu, unable to capitalize with Lyrics, comes out with the punish. Lyrics looking for his next kill. Oh! Gives him the walk, gets the triple kill. Lyrics.
See, those engagements in which I like, you know.
I love it.
Lyrics knows that, hey, I don't have to up A this box to my right. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to hit a quick roadie run to the left.
He plays so like with a disrespect style. He stops.
Exactly.
And lines you up.
Yeah, he's like, yo, you missed that shot and you missed this one. Oh, I'm going to just get in that one-shot range. Also, he's taking advantage of the situation that within a proper distance, he knows that I could take a shot.
Yeah.
Even if that shot makes me full red,
I'm going to win.
I could take a shot and then return one before you can even shoot your next one. That will then he just walks in one shot range and he chunks them, right?
Yeah.
That's what we mean when you guys hear sometimes saying we're holding our shots, right? He held that shot because he was like, all right, I'm just put myself in chunk range, and the guy just couldn't handle his strafe, right? That's a classic Gears 1 strafe. That's the stuff that I like.
That's the stuff we did when we wanted to let you know that we are obviously better than you. And that fight is never lost.
I still fight people like that.
When you do that
I'm lazy
fight,
with it. I got a lazy shotgun.
But it's funny because when you do that fight, it's like you never lose. I've never seen a player lose fighting like that. So we're going to see another basic strat with the 2v2 up at control tower. We're going to look at BG, one of the anchor players on this Oceanic roster. He pushes a 1v1 fight. This fight is up to him. Yes, he walks away with the kill on Lyrics. So this is really important where he goes after this. Choche being a nuisance, he runs through the spawn, but BG, his job is going to be to go ahead, decap the C-Hill, get it on his own, and hold off as many FireNice players as he can if possible.
I like it. I like it. We see him through the X-rays, these players spawning up, and they're all just trying to navigate towards B. Only one, if not any, only one guy went towards the C-Hill. We saw BG back out. He rotates around through Electric, through these big control rooms right there where you see Nexus coming out. That's what I'm calling it, Electric. I forgot the official name for it, but I'm calling it Electric this scrim. Well, they're not this scrim, but this fight night.
This is a Fight Night 2K game, Blaze.
Yeah, right? Fight Night 2K, scrim, regional, pre-regional.
It's all a scrim for the event.
Pre-event matchup.
There we go. All ends. One of the X factors for this FireNice roster, he has the long shot. He's running away to get positioning. Visu, sort of in his sights. He gets a body shot. Roche and Nex both pushing up. They're being extremely aggressive, but Nex was taken out by Choche. Here we go. All in, saving his home hill from getting capped. He gets punished on the miss roll. Here we go. Can he get the double kill? Woo!
Comes out on top. You see Rocher
kills his teammate, his ex-teammate.
Yeah. You know, I'm pretty sure it's nothing but love in that engagement. But he's going to choose to back out. He's just trying to get in a position where he can regroup with his teammates, because right now he's currently in enemy territory, but he found a way to get his health back and not take any damage. But the pinch comes through. He had a little breath of life, but not for too long. They knew exactly where he was, and they got the pinch on him. So as players of FireNice try to get out of spawn, they're slowly falling one by one, but they still got their home hill. Also, they still got enough space for them to just tap up and revive themselves as well.
Huge trade between the Ottens and BG. Toydes able to OE. Is that a sniper rifle we see in the home hill? Yes, it is. Visu. Yeah. Visu, the last line of defense for this B hill. He's making sure that nobody makes a move.
He's looking, yeah, and this is good. You go back and forth.
I like that.
And you try to help your teammates out. He's going to get this one to Nexus, and they're going to transfer it out. So, whoop!
There we go. There's the reason why he gave him the sniper rifle.
You know, it's certain things, like especially with snipe. Like when somebody trades me a snipe, like I'll probably get the first headshot too, because I'm just dumb excited. Like I'm like, oh, you brought that back to me? All right, here you go, first shot, headshot. He's gonna get some shots in on this player. He's gonna get some help from the team as well. But this is one in which they cannot win, folks, because nobody's in position to get to this home hill. They can't even win the B fight. That's 4 in a row for FireNice.
I don't know, man. FireNice looking hot right now. 4 straight. We saw this before in map 1. Once FireNice flips the switch, these guys do nothing but win. Choche, Ottens, 15, 16 kills, 31 kills between the two. I mean, these guys are absolutely on fire. I really want to see where they go from here. If FireNice can hold on and not let loose, I feel like they make a statement to Latin America. Not only to Latin America, but also to NA, to EU, to let people know that this team is for real. They made it here for a reason. If they want to continue being the champions of not only Latin America, but North America.
Yes, it is. And so, here we go. All right. Both teams got 2 players fighting up top. It's going to be a 2v2 down low as well. Pretty much the same stuff we've seen so far. Anthrax, he takes some shots to put himself in a more advantageous position, but a pinch is slowly coming through. He's hoping his teammate can get him, but no, he gets the double.
Stop him.
You know what? He got the double, but that's still a fight in which I don't even like too much, only because it's a lot of smoke. They know where the guy is. Like he was surprised by the second guy and got the kill.
Yeah.
But my thing was, it was like, all right, you got one. Oh. You don't have to be as aggressive, but still aggressive. You know. I just felt like it was a safer way to quickly kill that guy.
You know what it was? He was feeling loose.
Yeah,
he got the first kill and felt unstoppable. Gears of War does that to you, man. So here we are. Rochair with the sniper rifle shoots through the smoke, but he was unable to get a headshot. He's trying to get a good angle at the moment, and this is where things are going to slow down just a tiny bit. Both teams gathering intel and they're looking for the next push. Oceanic, 2 hills, FireNice, 1.
All right, here we go. Roach here just playing it passive. The gameplay is starting to just slow down. So this is one of those maps where we said that we don't.
Oh, Jesus.
This is one of those maps where we said we don't see too many dominations out of it. Why? Because it's a big map, and they've shrunk it from its original version, but still, it's a lot of lanes in which you got to cover, and you got to be quick. So it's okay to hold down a 2 cap. Both these guys, yeah, as soon as he switches weapons, that's a headshot. You just gotta be ready for it. You gotta bait him.
Stay on it, boy.
Man, that's you. Look at all. Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
He lined it up too long. He thought about it.
Yeah. You gotta understand. That guy coming out, like, it's pretty much, once you see his face almost out of spawn, he pretty much don't get that spawn shield, especially once he passes that cover.
There we go. Toydes gets skill on Immortal. Huge 1v1. This guy on a killing spree right now with a sniper rifle. He's trying to run away safe. He tries to Superman an oncoming opponent. He was able to down him. Here he goes. You know, just give him a hump. Let him know.
All right. So Oceanic, they get their first round on board.
About time.
But what I would have liked to see out of FireNice, right, folks? If you find yourself in a difficult spot like that, as all players start respawning, just flood your home hill.
Yeah.
Flood it.
Yeah. You
got it under your control. That's the hill in which you got. Just have all 5 players flooded. You know you're gonna have these guys trying to cut through mid-map. It's a choke point from getting to that B hill over towards the incinerator side and the home hill side of the map. But yeah, they kind of just spread out in different directions than they were trying to set up. But on a map like this one, it's so big where you gotta just kind of focus up when you're in those difficult positions and then push out.
Yeah, hands down. So here we are. Round number 6, FireNice with an advantage 4-1 in round count. If they win this map, that will be it. Oceanic looking to fight for another day to get to tiebreaker map. We see Bisu pushing Toides in a 1v1. Also, a 2v2 happening up in control tower. And here we go. Nexus gets a team kill on Immortal. This is huge. Anthrax with the 1v1. Saving himself from 1v2. He catches Nexus trying to run away. Nexus baiting him with the bait. His teammate unable to get the kill. Anthrax takes out Nex. Bisu gets taken out by Toides. Lyrics kills BG.
It was almost a perfect play. Like,
almost.
I respect him for hitting that up A and turning around and trying to get that quick shot off. But you had nades and you knew your teammate was hiding around that corner. Actually, you just had to run past your teammate and let your teammate hit that back A. Yeah, he just had to hit around that corner. He made the smart play, not fighting 1v1 and getting out with nades. I respected him for that one, but he just had to keep on going through.
Right, here we go. FireNice. Map count, round count, 5-1.
Okay.
So if I'm Oceanic, man, I'm looking at what's happening. It's nothing drastic. These guys is just, you know, just attention to detail, like a few of the games we saw today. These guys definitely have the gun skill, but the question is, what do they need to do to put themselves at an advantage? Does it require a weapon drop, a strat change, or putting a number, an extra body in another area?
So my biggest gripe, well, not my biggest gripe, but my biggest thing about WoW always is saying, hey, you know what? Let's put the boom shots down. Let's put the drop shots. Let's put the
fun stuff down.
Let's put the big weapons. Only because in the later rounds, when you win those initials, you can end this round. The game plays out like execution. You win the initials, you close it out, and some of that works well with these teams. Like it's perfect. Like FireNice, they've won opening initials up top. I want to say like the 5 rounds in which they won, the majority of time.
Yeah.
I would have been like, hey, Audens, what do you want? Do you want M-bar? Are you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the snipe, let's get this down right away.
Because
so you're
going to have it.
Yeah. But here we go.
Right, Immortal offering support fire across the map to get the opposing team members, 2 of them outside of the incinerator. Nexus also offering support fire. Here we go. Oceanic looking to make a push. Nexus gets caught with crossfire. The question is, can he get the kill? Yes! He gets Choche as he pushed up in wall bounce, but Audens was able to redeem his teammate. But he also gets taken down by Immortal. So, player count 3-4 in favor of FireNice. Lancer Fire working in FireNice's favor. They have to capitalize now if they want to, which is what happened to take care of Immortal.
So we saw the incinerator activated in that engagement. Now you don't see it a lot in the first half, unless it's kind of like big power weapons in there, or you can preemptively see your opponents are trying to make a push from home hill to home hill. Then you press the button and you force them to go around, right? But that also forces them into certain choke points where your team can get a lot of team fire in as well. But we saw it press there, and it holds him off in the second half from capping his E-hill. So this is where the control room fight really pays off when you have a good duo in that location.
Hands down. BG getting the rebound from Immortal. Lancer Fire coming from all directions. BG coming up with the flank. No! He was unable to get the chunk on Choche. Choche turns around.
He's not even hurt.
Gets the shotgun kill. He's going for a second one. Yes. He takes out Bisu. One more player. Immortal stands between them to finish off this run by this duo. Choche lands a shotgun shot. Support fire comes out, and Choche and teammate was able to get the kill on Immortal. Now they keep finding themselves in these 2v2, 2v1 situations. Toides and Choche, pretty much a duo on this team. They stayed alive for so long and killed so many players from Oceanic. I mean, these guys are putting in work as their score count is pushing up to 185 to 133.
I'm a very avid believer that the duos on your team should play the same positions in every map.
Exactly.
Just always. Because that duo builds a chemistry with each other. And with this game being 5v5, you need those players to kind of take control during the map, and you need to know that, hey, you know what? These guys got this area of the map locked down. We don't have to worry about them. So, you know, I preached beforehand. Example, Reclaim, Home Hill on Apples. Those 2 guys, let them play Cave on Foundation, okay? Let them play Home Hills in mid-map on this map or up top of control room. Just let your duos play every position together on every single map, and so that you have these two separate sets of chemistry, and then you got this your fifth man, you know, just kind of floating around and assisting all these guys. That way you're kind of keeping the flow consistent across any different map in which you play, and you kind of form an identity as a unit as well.
I agree. FireNice map point, series point for them if they're able to pull it out this round to win 7-1. Oceanic, they have a tall mountain to climb with smoke grenades flying next to it. He panics. He doesn't want to push into the smoke. It's 2 players for FireNice. They take out BG and Visu. Guys, reminder, the spawn counts are about 10 seconds as Nexus takes out Autens. Now we see a 1v1. It's a disrespect again, man.
Anthrax, like, between him and Autens, like, they literally know, like, they have such a good sense of when they're winning fights and when they're losing fights.
Complete control.
They know when they have to move and turn up, and they know when they can just be lazy with it. They know, like, they can sense their opponent's fear or sense when they're good. Like, it's crazy.
This FireNice team is just on another level right now.
He's like, yo, this guy's nervous. He says, I'm not even about to waste these 2 movements of wall bounce. I'm just hitting my shot, bro.
Right.
At the end of the day, if you hit shots, no matter how you move, you're still hitting shots. If I'm doing backflips and hitting shots, guess what? I'm still hitting shots.
There we go. Mansterfire coming in for FireNice. Visu, full red, throws a smoke to by himself. Sometime 3 members from FireNice will come to try to decap the hill as Oceanic looks to dominate, but no. Visu gets taken out. BG kills all. It's the last line of defense. No. 2 more players come to help out. They were mildly successful. We're looking at a 2v2 right now. Choche. Oh, BG taking out 2v1. BG has to stay alive and try to make a statement. Oh, excuse me, Immortal. Yes, FireNice were successful in that push.
Yep, so they break out. They know nobody's in control role. So they're going to get this E-Hill. Also, they should be able to pull away with the 2-cap lead.
Don't die.
Oh,
don't die.
Man, I felt like he should have capped that so long ago, though.
Right.
I don't know why I feel like his timing was off now. I feel like he should have came out on top of that. He might have stepped out for just a split second.
Okay, Visu feeling himself.
He gets the kill with the Incinerator. He picks up a big double up top, and now he's decapping his opponent's home. He'll set himself up for another 1v1. Uh-oh. Whoop! He's going to take him out as well. All right. Visu making a play for his team to get this second round on the board. Whoop!
Right, Toydes is taking about Visu as well. Visu on a killing spree. Mortal picks up the very last kill as Oceanic puts up their 2nd win on the board.
Yep, gonna get that 2nd round win in round number 8.
All right, FireNice, man. Listen, you guys have them where you want them. You win the initials. This is where I expect them to really pick it up, man.
Hey, you know, I've seen a lot of 6-2 comebacks over the last month and a half. And
that Optic and Echo Fox one still plays in my mind. That was crazy.
Optic and Echo Fox one? Did they?
It ended on Reclaimed, I think.
Yeah.
I think so, and you called it.
Oh no, yeah, no, that was a 5-2 one.
Yeah, that was. I'm
talking about the ones that Rise Nation did. I'm talking about the ones that I think Supremacy did one as well too.
There was one that happened last week?
Oh no, Ghost did it.
Yeah,
Ghost did it to United, I believe. Well, they just won a bunch of rounds in a row. Don't quote us, folks.
All right, here we go. Toydes, victim of first blood. He gets taken out along with Choche. Nexus gets taken out as well. Players dying left and right. 3 players are set to respawn for FireNice. 3 players are left alive for Oceanic. So with Immortal 4 red, he wants to extend his life, but he wasn't able to as Anthrax hunted him down and secured the kill. 28 kills so far for this young, remarkable player.
Okay, here we go. Now to Anthrax. I've been saying here we go a lot today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have been, haven't I? Right?
It's right, though.
I'm going to call myself out. Here we go. All right, but Toy, he's going to get this smoke out. That's going to stop the push coming in from Oceanic. The domination coming through. They're trying to protect their home hills, but he's weak and the pressure's coming in from the back end. The E-Hill is capped up, so Rotier has to leave that control room. He has to get in the mix, and folks, there you go. FireNice 2-0. They take your Latin American 2K final.
I'm going home and I'm buying their weapon skin.